Hello everyone. I'm back again with another introduction. This time around, I want to give you a quick tour of our D2L page or D2L course shell. The essence is maybe while some of us are new at Millersville University or new at using D2L, I found it very necessary to walk you through on where you can find what and where you can submit what as we go along the semester. um so literally this is our home page, but this is instructor view because as of now some of the modules are not open, so you will not be able to see them as students. um on the home page, usually this is where our announcement will be popping in. Whenever you check in, there is announcement, and I know I used to do this as I open module on Thursdays. Then on Sunday morning, I post an announcement here so that you will know what is expected of you for the week, with the objective for the module and assignments to complete or readings and things like that. So you will find that every week here on the announcement. And where you will access what? So first of all, you will go to resources, and when you click on resources, you go all the way to content, and under the content, this is where you will find materials that are related to this course. So as I said, this course is divided into 4 modules. So module 0 is where you will find all the relevant information on this course. You will find things like discussion board expectations, you will find things like course etiquette, you will find something like technical suggestion in case if you have technology issue, and at the same time these are all links that were taken from Millersville, and I suggest you take time to please read this screencasting tutorials, because one of the assignments we will be conducting is using one of these screencasting tools. So try to explore that at your convenience, and you will find the course syllabus. I did not post it yet, it's time I'm grading, it's a lot of things, but you will find this under course overview latest by Sunday evening. So this is how our modules are organized, and we have modules 1 to 4. And what I usually do is under each module, after writing or after presenting the objectives, I include some notes for you because I find it very helpful. Instead of just telling students like attaching article, read this article, read that and this and that, I add some notes. So you will not have much articles to read because I know our book is enough, it's a lot, and it's involved a lot of reading. So from that, each week you click on the module, and under each module we were going to have 2 discussion posts, which when I go to communication, I will discuss that shortly. So also each module is open for the period of 6 days, but I will open each module except for number 1, which will be open on Monday, but subsequently you can access the materials on Thursdays, and they will still remain open. So I'm not this person like when we are done I close the modules. No. And for some of us that are taking the virtual field experience, when you read the syllabus, you will see that we have 2 options. So if your option is for virtual field experience, this is where you will click on, and it's going to take you to the list of these videos that you will watch and respond according to the rubric and the description that is provided on the syllabus. So that is one for content. And as I said, we will be doing a lot of discussion posts in this course since we are online. So where will you access those? You go to communication, you go all the way to discussion. So when you click on discussion, please think about this. I want each and every one of you to subscribe on this help. Maybe you are trying to do something or access something, or you have a question and you want quick reply. So I suggest you use the help button. Maybe I might not be there to help instantly, but your colleague, your friend, your peer, one of your peers will be there. Oh yeah, this is where you can find this, or this is, so that was why I find this helpful. And one of the discussion is self-introduction, and you can read the description right here, and I already posted mine, so you can also see that. You can also watch that and see what I have, and you can do a video or you can do a PowerPoint slides. But let's say, take for example, you choose to do a video. Instead, when you finish recording a video, instead of copying the link and pasting, I advise you embed. How do you embed? Maybe you are doing a submission, then you just click on this. I hope it's going to let me to start a thread. Yep. So here you click on start a thread. Usually your video should come in here after putting the subject, maybe your name, and here. So if it is a link, you already, or if it is like you publish your video on YouTube and you want to embed the YouTube video, you can just click on this video or player sign, click, and come to YouTube. When you come to YouTube, you paste the link, you search, your video is going to appear here. Then you click on next, save, and you embed. What is meant by you embed? If you embed a video on your post, that means we are going to watch your video like this in D2L. Instead, if you did not embed, maybe you paste a link there, or you created a video using any of the recorders and you paste a link there, maybe from your Google Drive, it's going to make us download the video, and we don't want to do that. And usually those videos, the format you recorded are not MP4s, so it's gonna take almost forever, right? So please think about embedding, that way we can watch it here and we don't have to download the video. That is one for the discussion, self-introduction. Then I said every week we are going to have 2 discussion posts. All of them will be opened on Thursdays when I open the module, but you can just do that on Mondays. Your post should be in, try to make it in by midnight on Monday. And for your replies, for Monday post, replies are due on Tuesdays. For Wednesday's post, replies are due on Thursdays, and all of which are due by midnight. But please try to post on time so that people will get a chance to read your post and engage in that conversation. And one thing I will tell you that I'm very much proud and sure about is I am always on top of things on discussion posts. I am there, I make myself available, I engage in discussion. So sometimes you might post something, I would be like, oh, what do you mean by this? I ask a question. Or I like this and think about that, and we share resources. So it's just like in classroom conversation. So I want you to be part of this. I find it to be interesting. Though we don't see each other, though we don't know each other, maybe you know some of us, some of you, but we will be able to create a collegiality from this discussion post. So that is for module 2, the same thing for module 3, the same thing for module 4. So we have also one of the assignments is an issue resolution plan. We are going to watch a documentary, 2 documentaries actually. The first documentary, I have it. It's not something that you will find online now because it's about 30 years old documentary. So I will share the link that you can watch that on Microsoft, on my Microsoft team. So you can watch that there, and based on that documentary, you will read the description which I will provide there. You will read the themes and what comes from that documentary. Then we will create an issue resolution plan. And this assignment, don't see it to be something that This is something that you can think of, an issue that you want to discuss, and it's gonna be easy for you to be able to identify the issue when you read the book, because in every chapter that we are going to read from our book, it provide two opinions, right? So it's telling you, like, let's say for example, along the way the policy makers decided to produce or decided to enact a policy in school. So the book provide two opposing views. Those who see that policy or something as positive, and those who see that as negative. So no policy is gonna come in school that we will think, oh, someone will just sit down and say, we are sending this to school, or we want to start this policy because of, like, list all the negative things about it. So this issue resolution plan will help you to identify topic you want to discuss and this extend into that. So read the description, and I will also be around when you have question on that. After the discussion, under this, I think we're only utilizing the announcement and the discussion. Then assignments. On the assignments, it's not all the assignment that required you to submit something, right? Because you see, self-introduction, you are submitting this on the discussion forum, because that is the only way your colleagues can be able to see. If you submit something on that assignment, I am the only person that can see what you've submitted. So I want you to submit that there. Discussion post, this is all a gradebook. You see this sign is telling you it's connected to a gradebook. So when I just go to gradebook, I post your grade, you will be able to see that. Issue resolution plan, it has two ways. Maybe you have a PowerPoint or you do a video. So if you don't have like a paper or a summary notes that goes along with that, or a PowerPoint, so you don't have to submit anything here. But if you have something, like maybe you have a video and you want to provide a paper that describe what you have, so you can submit that video on the discussion forum so that your colleagues can see, and submit that paper here. But if you only have one thing, so you don't have to put anything here. Then position paper, we will submit it here. The field experience report is gonna come in here. So what we will be doing is, as we go further in the semester, whenever you feel you want to discuss something with me, like you read the syllabus, you want some explanation, please feel free and stop by during any of this time, like days, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I will be holding my office hours between 10 and 12 p.m. Between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. And if it is out of that, you want us to schedule a meeting, just shoot me an email. I promise you I'm quick on email, right? So whatever I'm doing, I receive an email from I stop and I reply to my student, and we did that. So I want us to have a very good experience in this summer class. 590 is one of those courses that I love, that is dear to my heart, because it tells us the social things that are taking place and they are affecting learning, which we don't see very often. So I will leave you with this. Please try to watch this video, and if you have any question, as I said, email me or stop by during my office hours. If you have time, maybe Monday, you can still stop by and let's chat and let's discuss. Possibly you might have some questions, right? So other than that, I wish you a very productive summer, and I look forward to our time together. Thank you.